Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm Mrs. Swifty and today we're back in Planet Zoo. It's so good to have you here, guys. Welcome. If you're new here, welcome. I'm Mrs. Swifty and this is my channel. We make Planet Zoo videos and Sims videos here on this channel. Today we're obviously making a Planet Zoo video. We are doing a lion habitat, which was actually requested by one of you guys, so thank you so much. Shout out to you in the comments. Thank you for requesting a habitat. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lion habitat today. So I want to do something a bit different. I wanted to play with terrain a little bit. I often kind of end up making habitats that are just kind of like on the ground and they're just a bit boxy. I really liked the last one I did, which was the Red Panda platforms habitat, which was quite fun to do, and we kind of made that habitat quite 3D. We made, you know, the guest path was raised and stuff like that, and I just thought it'd be fun to do something else that was kind of also, yeah, playing with like terrain and yeah, height and stuff. So we're going to end up having like these two plateaus, and one of them obviously is for the lions and the other one is for the guests to come up and see the lions. And actually it would be quite cool, I think, to come and see this habitat because you get a really good view of the lions from up here. So initially I'm just kind of working on the path structure up the top here. I obviously want to try and make sure the path gets as close to the edge as possible, but I was having a problem that I didn't want to use the flattened terrain toggle because it was just going to make the terrain come out past where I wanted the edge of the platform to go. So I ended up changing it and doing this using the terrain stencils, using the terrain stencils there to make a more like, I don't know, more like square shape. So it was a bit easier to get my path in, and then of course we're going to cover all of that, so it doesn't matter that it kind of looks a bit funny. We're going to be covering it. So yeah, how have you guys been? I hope you've had a good week. I have had a good week for the most part. My daughter's not been very well, which I always end up talking about her on this channel, but that's my life. I'm a mum and I'm not currently working, so my life is my daughter, and she's had a bit of a cold. She's been really snotty and gross, so that's the reality of being a parent, but not very fun. So yeah, I hope you guys are all well and none of you are suffering with snotty noses or anything like that. So it's just kind of, I was gonna say it's that time of year, but it's really not. It should be like really lovely weather right now, but it's just horrible. If you're in the UK, then you know what I'm talking about. Like today we've, like for the last 24 hours, we've had like 60-mile-an-hour winds. It's really cold, it's gloomy and cloudy. It's like horrible. It's just like really nasty. They're like on and off rain as well. Lots of rain recently. So it's been like one of the coldest Mays I think we've had. I think April was the coldest April we had since like 1922 or something ridiculous like that. I mean, I just keep thinking back to last year when we had like that massive heat wave. And like this time last year I was like struggling to try and keep my daughter's room cold enough for her to sleep. Like, just crazy. It's crazy that the weather can be so different. And everyone always makes fun of us Brits for talking about the weather all the time, but this is why it's so unpredictable. Anyway, so we're building here. I just wanted to have a little bit of fun here, I think. Actually, I was initially just kind of wanting to cover up the rock face there because it was not very even, and I didn't want to have to fiddle with barriers and stuff again to try and make it even. So I decided I would like kind of make this little covering for the side there, but it actually turned into this really nice like walkway cover. I ended up using these like columns and stuff, and we make it, I think it looks really architectural and really cool. I really liked it, so I might make do more of this sort of thing, to be honest, and I really enjoyed doing it. It came out really nice. It didn't take me too long, and I mean, look at that. It looks really cool to me. I don't know, maybe you guys won't like it, but I think it looks cool. And yeah, we just put some benches, and I was trying to find some like lights that would look cool on there, and I just couldn't find anything. I think I need to be a bit more creative with like making my own light fixtures and stuff out of the items in the game, but I didn't this time. So we're just going to cover up the underneath of the archway? Ramp, sorry, leading up to the viewing area. I did initially have this like on the ground, but I really struggle with getting the paths like to actually stay, like to line up on the ground. Like for example here, I can make it do this. I can make a beautiful, lovely, smooth ramp going up, but if there was actual ground underneath that, it wouldn't let me do it. It was really weird. It was weird. Anyway, I made it work in the end. So yeah, I hope you guys are having better weather, or if you're in the UK, then I feel for you. I'm sure you can relate. So I did actually get to go to the zoo last week, though not this week because it's been horrible weather, but the week before. It was actually my dad's birthday, which was really nice, and for his birthday he wanted to have an annual pass to our local zoo, which my husband and I also have passes for. So that was really fun. We got to go to the zoo together and we saw lots of animals. Unfortunately, the indoor habitats were still shut for the moment. They are open now, which is really cool. I'm excited to go back and see the indoor habitats, and I know they've got a new sloth, which is really cool. I'm happy to go and see him, which will be really nice. But yeah, at the time that the indoor habitats were shut, but we did get to see lots of really cool animals. The red pandas were really cool. They were very lively and climbing all over their nice branches and things that they've got over there. And yeah, we saw loads of animals. There were a few baby animals as well that we saw. I'm just trying to think of which ones we did get to see. I mean, there were lots of penguins, and actually because the weather was a little bit cold and a little bit rainy, it wasn't too bad. It was just kind of overcast and a little bit of rain. But the penguins seem to be really enjoying that. So they were doing a lot of swimming around, which is cool. I think that it's Humboldt penguins they have at our local zoo, which is cool. I like them. They're cute. They're tiny. They're nice and small. Although my brother keeps telling me about San Diego Zoo because his fiance is from San Diego and he got to go and visit. A while back they went to the zoo in San Diego, and he was telling me about the penguin enclosure there and how they have lots of different kinds of penguins and how I should really go and see it. So sorry about that, guys. So one day we'll get to go and visit the San Diego Zoo. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I've really only been to a few zoos, to be honest. My local zoo, Marwell, which we absolutely love and we have passes for, we go all the time. Yeah, we've been there lots. And then I've also been to Peyton Zoo in Devon because as part of our passes with Marwell, we actually get one free entry to a bunch of other zoos in the UK every year, which is cool. And so we've done that with Peyton Zoo, and there's like an attached kind of, it's not an aquarium, but it's got it's like more aquatic creatures, that's where they have like the penguins and otters and things like that. So we've been there as well, but I don't really think I've been to any other zoos. Is that it? That might be it. Maybe as a child. I probably as a child went to other zoos, but I don't really remember them, to be honest. So I should try and get out, go and see some other zoos. I don't know. I just find that they're quite expensive. Although, like I say, there is this program so we can get free entry once a year to a bunch of other UK zoos. So maybe I should have a look and see which other ones there are and try and go and see them. I think that'd be pretty good. So we're obviously going to put in some lion decorations here because this is a lion habitat. We're going to have one male lion and 2 female lions. You could have more in this habitat. It's not actually that small. I really like the shape of it though, because where it kind of wraps around the viewing area, you would just get a really good view of the lions basically wherever they are. And I can imagine, if you were right up against the barrier and they were kind of quite close, it would be quite a cool experience. So in a minute we're going to build them. Here we're actually going to be building them a indoor area, sort of more like an underground area, just like a sleeping area where they can get away from guests if they want to, and just have a little bit of a nap out of the way. It's always important, obviously, for animals to be able to have their own space and get away from the guests if they're, feeling a bit shy or whatever. Although I find that in the game, a lot of the animals are overly shy, and specific ones, particularly aardvarks, I find are really, really shy usually, and they get so stressed out so easily. And I find it really difficult to make them not stressed out, if that makes sense. Even if you give them areas to go where there aren't, guests can't see them or whatever, and you give them, speakers and things to kind of help them stay calm, and loads of things. I've tried lots of things, and they always seem to just stay really stressed out, especially if there are a fair few guests at the habitat. So that kind of sucks. I wish that there was a way of turning that off, especially in sandbox mode. I wish there was a way that you could just I know you can just make their welfare completely full, but it'd be nice if you could just I don't know, I just feel that there's some animals are more stressed than others as well. So if you if you get in some animals, you've got three aardvarks, say, like, you might find that only one of them gets really stressed out and the other ones are fine. And I suppose it's supposed to be like individual personalities and stuff, but it's just annoying. I don't know if anybody else finds that annoying, but I do. So, sorry. Just me complaining over here. So we're getting there, really. We're getting our lions in. We're going to make sure we've got everything they need. It's quite a simple habitat for them. They've obviously, like I say, got this sleeping area. It's got a heater in there so they can stay nice and warm. They've got lots of enrichment pieces around. They've got a nice little pond. Oh, I don't remember whether I put in a water treatment facility. Actually, I might have to go back and check that I did do that. You know, they've got some rocks to climb and they've got lots of trees and things. So I did end up using an electric fence because I just thought that would be kind of somewhat realistic. I mean, lions are quite dangerous animals, so you're going to want to make sure they definitely can't escape. I did have trouble here though, trying to get the lions to be able to climb on the rocks, which, oh, I did put water treatment in. Trying to get them to climb on the rocks, which is really odd to me because I feel like lions should just be able to climb those rocks. But there you go. Anyway, we're into the tour element now of our video. We're coming up the stairs here. Obviously the lighting's not ideal. I don't know why I didn't change it. Sorry about that. But you can see there's quite a popular habitat. You know, we've got a few drinks and vending machines and things up here. I was going to put in like a proper toilet and proper, you know, vendors and stuff, but I would have had to change the pathing system and it took me so long to get it right that I just didn't in the end. So you can see, like, you would have a really good view of the lions. You could even kind of see a little bit into their sleeping area. Obviously, you can't see all the way in, and so they'd be able to have some privacy as well. But yeah, you can see our lions over here. We've got two of them chilling out over here, our male lion and our female lion. We've got one more female lion in this habitat as well. I'm not sure where she is yet. There he is, enjoying himself in this habitat. Anyway, guys, I'm going to leave you in a minute just to enjoy some more clips of the lions and the habitat. But if you've liked this video, please do like it and consider subscribing. I do put out 2 videos every week, 1 Sims and 1 Planet Zoo video. So if you like these kind of videos, please do subscribe. It'd be so helpful for the channel. And comment below if you have any other ideas of habitats you want me to do. So it'd be great to have your suggestions. Alright guys, I'm going to leave you with them and I'll see you next time. Bye!